Hello animators, this video is from me to you, and I want to talk about how I come to work with some of you guys and what I want for the future for my own channel and for you guys. Now, I've personally noticed that just some animators, just some of you guys, aren't sure of how voice actors should be contacted or approached about working with them outside of auditions. You know, some ask me to come to them when I have a project, and guys, I don't create the projects, you create the projects. I would love to create a project and then you animate it. By all means, if you give me that permission, I would just go off the wall. So I could come up with anything. So, some of you are shy, believe it or not, that happens. And some of you just assume. Some of you assume, oh, he only works on FNAF animations with that Tony guy. Or, he works with the Jam Cave. That's like 5 animators. He doesn't have time for me. That's no. It is absolutely not the case. That's far from the truth, you guys. Far from the truth. Let me make everything clear. Because I want you guys to understand my goals and what exactly it is that I want to do on YouTube. My goal is I want to work for an army of animators. I wouldn't mind working for dozens of animators. I'd like to work with as many animators as I can, creating sound design for their cartoons, putting music and sound effects in them, and even once the tune has been established, helping with ideas. The storyboarding, the writing, brainstorming, and coming up with new things as the cartoon grows. I'm not one of those voice actors that salivates to just be in your cartoon, and once it's done, I'm nowhere to be found, hoping that the stardom slaps me in the face because reasons. No. Celebrity status is not what I'm after, you guys. Some people, that's what they want. That's their goal, to have attention, to have their name all over everything. And me, I'm not really about that. I'm just about making good shit and putting it out there and letting people enjoy it. And I love that it makes some people happy. And that's what I want. I want to promote your cartoon. I want to help it grow. I want to be a part of what you want. I try to be more involved with you on the marketing side as well. Why do I do this? Because I love and appreciate the work, time, and talent that an animator puts into their work. I've seen it in person. Over the years, I have been inspired by many animators out there in the world that I've seen work in person and that I've just seen on YouTube. Having been behind the scenes at Disney and several other popular studios, I have watched animators in person work their craft and how they work so fast. It blows my mind. It's beautiful. The artistic value there is something that shouldn't be forgotten or unappreciated in my mind. And that's why I love supporting the talent that I work with. Now, of course, I do have to put food on the table, obviously. How do I work with animators and balance out earning money? No one likes talking about money, but it's a part of life, and here's how I work with animators regarding the cha-ching. Well, first of all, before money talk, I will not work with animators unless their quality and their passion is on top. And by on top, I mean your animation style has to be professional in some way. You know, professional grade looking animation. And by passion, I mean that you're not going to back out halfway through, that you're not going to do maybe one episode and then quit, or that you're just going to quit halfway through your single cartoon, or you're just going to change up your ideas all the time and change this, and you're just not really there with your animation. I've worked with several animators, you guys, who have quit halfway through, who have done a teaser episode for their cartoon, but then never brought the cartoon out. You guys have to be really with it when you're doing your cartoons. That's not fair, some of you say. Well, it is kind of fair. And why? How? Because I have a portfolio of my own work in voiceover, just the same as an animator has their portfolio of work that they've done for people that they'd like to show off. And would I want to show my portfolio to someone when it has something like this in it? No. I only want quality work. Now, having said that, style can be very opinion-based on what's good, what's not good, and some people, have different opinions on animation. And I find all kinds of styles to be fascinating. Take BoJack Horseman, for example. The animation there isn't the most fantastic looking in the world, but I love it anyway because the characters and writing are brilliant. So it has that balance, if there's a balance there, and it just is what it is. Good animation is very opinion based. The ultimate thing to do is, if you don't know, just ask. Don't be shy. Just ask me if I'll work on your stuff. If it's not third grade looking material, and it has good writing or whatever in it, and I like it, then I'll work with you. Ultimately, people have opinions on things. There's some projects they want to work on. There's some projects they don't want to work on. If I want to work with you, I'll let you know, no problem. In terms of me being picky about things, having quality animated material is about as picky as I get. If your story and ideas are fantastic, I usually don't have a problem working with you. Yes, I do ask for money, typically, but it is very open and negotiable with every animator I work with. It's going to be different for every animator out there, you guys. The fluctuation is there because I understand that not all animators are making a living with their hobby right away, or they're not making a living at all. When an animator has fantastic work, and I mean fantastic work, but they don't have a following or anyone paying them for it, come to me anyway. I will run you through my plans. I may ask you to pay as time goes on, but there are ways to market yourself and myself while you get on your feet. There's always a way. It's just about getting your work out there in the beginning. It's just about getting your work out there in the start. That's all you should be concentrating on. For those that are already on their feet, I usually run over my prices for both sound design and voice work depending on the script and the work that's being asked from me, because every project's big or small and differently detailed from one project to the next. We go over your budget and I make a decision. It's easy and really not that hard to talk about, honestly. The only thing I really ask of people is to not take advantage of me. That's easy, and a lot of people don't. Most people don't. I've done business with many clients out there, you guys. Many clients out there in the voice world. 90% of them aren't involved with cartoons. They're involved with commercials and corporate reads and narrations. And, there have been a choice few who have tried to pull the wool over my eyes in terms of business, and it doesn't work. I don't fall for that mess, you guys. Just don't rip me off. Okay, then don't be mean. Always have a good attitude and be good with people, and it's awesome. So enough formal talk. No more formal talk. My main goal outside of all that business jazz is that I want to work with as many of you out there as I can. I've seen a ton of you out there on both Newgrounds and YouTube. A lot of you have mastered your own sound design and voice acting and animation, all three of those with no help at all. Talk about freaking talent, you guys. That's amazing. But there's some of you out there that animate really well, but want or possibly need a second person to mind mingle with, to exchange ideas with, or to help create your voices and sounds. Come to me, and I promise you won't be disappointed. We'll have fun working together. It'll be, a tag team, and even more. Some of us have, as some of you know, that I work with more than just two people, two minds working together. We have 5 or 6 or 7 minds working together. It's fun to work with a team, you guys, especially in animation, because, working by yourself, it gets old after a while. You want to mingle. I think animators on YouTube should start to mingle with other people when they create their stuff, because it just creates better cartoons. And this is 2 minds, 3 minds, 4 minds are always better than one. So, you guys, as long as you're cool and you work well with people, obviously, then great things happen. That's the way it goes, and that's what I want. That's my goal. That's my goal for YouTube and for working with you guys out there that happen to be animators. And I just want to see things grow on YouTube. I want to see YouTube become a nice source again. I think that while animators are on their downtime during animations, I can sort of do things with my channel to help push people toward your work, to help market your work. If you guys scroll down through my stuff, I've done character let's plays, and I come up with weird ideas, and I just do weird things with the characters while animators may happen to be on their downtime between cartoons, and I try to steer people towards their work. I'm always marketing your work, you guys. And it doesn't even have to be character let's plays. It could be anything. You guys, we can come up with ideas. There's all kinds of things that can be done with your characters to keep the flow going to your channel, to keep people aware of your characters and the cartoons you're creating. And I think this is a cool idea, personally, myself. I think. What do you think? I don't know. What do you guys think? You just have to come to me with great characters, great writing, great animation style, and I want to help you guys get your stuff out there all the time, when you're not working, when you're working, whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about now. And that's what I want. That's my goal. And so with that, I bid you guys farewell. Goodbye, Avita Sen, ciao. Good night.